Hey everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going over a part of a build. So I recently, like a month or so ago, rebuilt Magnolia Blossom, which is the park in, well, why am I forgetting its name? The first world, Willow Creek. And for all the worlds I'm rebuilding, because as you may or may not know, I'm currently working on a save file with a bunch of rebuilds of all the worlds, as well as creating new sims, and as well as creating relationships between different sims, you know, just not ones in households, but also creating like friendships and enemies, so that you can have a little bit more drama if you download my save file. But right now, what we're doing is we are rebuilding the park here. And what I've decided is for all the major worlds, so all the worlds we get with expansion packs, or all the worlds we got with the base game, I'm also currently making sure that there's at least one marriage lot in all the worlds. And part of one way I'm doing that is in all the parks. So a few weeks ago, I put up my desert, is it Desert Blossom? Whatever the park in Oasis Spring is called. I redid that one where I built a mosque here, and then in oh, what's that? Why am I forgetting all the worlds today? My favorite world, there is a favorite, it's the empty one that came with the base game, which is name I'm forgetting right now. I'm so sorry. But you probably know which world I'm talking about, the empty one. That one I built a kind of gothic, or technically gothic revival wedding church. And now I am building a kind of like southern, kind of like a Southern Baptist church. And the reason I was doing that is because this world, the world of Willow Creek, has such a southern kind of vibe to it, so I felt like it made the most sense to kind of go with that aesthetic, as well as when I rebuilt the library, I did kind of a very similar kind of with the kind of tower kind of thing you might call it. But yep, so that's what I did. I've rebuilt this this part of the world, and even though I did the whole park, I cut out the rest of the renovating and the landscaping of the park. If anyone's interested, I could do a video just on landscaping. Probably not for this. I've already deleted the landscaping video. It was taking up too much space, but I could do just a basic video on how I do landscaping maybe. But I did decide to delete it for this specific video. And I don't know, for me, I find when I do landscaping, I feel like the video is just very boring and long. Already it takes me, like, my speed builds I feel like are a lot longer than other people's, and that's because even with this sped up, it's still very long because it takes me a very long time to build. And I think that's partially because I'm usually doing a bunch of different things, or I'm really considering what I'm doing and, you know, moving things around. I probably could get better at editing things out, but I also like to keep a lot of the footage in to kind of show my process, as well as I don't know, I just feel like it might be nice to just kind of show how long or I guess not how long, but how much effort I put into these speed builds, or I guess into my builds in general. So but I do really like this church. It's super cute. Like, I'm more familiar with kind of like Gothic Catholic churches, and that just has to do with what I studied in college and kind of my own background. So I do apologize if you're kind of looking at this and maybe you go to a Baptist church and you're like, listen, we don't put things like that, or, you know, like one thing I noticed is I put a gold, like a gold plated paintings, then ended up putting mirrors in, which, like, probably would not even see that in most churches, specifically, you know, Baptist. And I think also when I was thinking of this, I kept thinking of, I think when most people think of like Southern Baptists, they think of like the West Baptist, Southern Baptist Church, like the really crazy one. But I kept thinking of just like foot washing Baptists from that were mentioned in To Kill a Mockingbird. Does anyone ever think of that? Like, it's really funny because my mom was raised Baptist, but like whenever anyone mentions Baptist, that's the first thing that comes to my mind is foot washing Baptists from To Kill a Mockingbird. So there's a little look into my psyche, I guess. Analyze that as you will. But I do really like this build. I think it comes out very nice, and I actually do like how the park comes out. The park is very lush. There's a lot of greenery. There's a lot of things to do from and not just for like all ages. There's like a little like sandbox area that's for toddlers, and then there's like a kids area where there's like one of those jungle gym things. I don't really know what to call them, but there's one that's shaped like a pirate ship, one that's shaped like a spaceship. I did the pirate ship one, and then I put down some like monkey bars and some swings. There's also places to meditate. There's a whole place where you can go and sign up for yoga, so you can do yoga in the park, as well as there's also places to paint, to eat food. Like I put some food stalls out. I also ended up putting this podium in here, and my idea was kind of thinking you could come in here and practice your skills, or even maybe do part of your campaign work for the politician career here, maybe, I don't know. Work on your public speaking skill here, if you're going to do some kind of gameplay with like actual religion, because we don't really have actual religion in The Sims 4. But you could definitely, I guess, play with that in some way. But you see here I'm making mirrors out of these paintings. Originally I was going to try to make it kind of like a Virgin Mary and Christ kind of imagery, but like I do know outside of Catholicism, a lot of branches of Christianity are very strict on images of God in religious scenes. And I'm not super familiar with like a lot of Baptist rules, so I just kind of was like, I'm just gonna make them into mirrors. And even though that's probably less realistic, I think they're very pretty, and that's what all I really worry about when I was building this. Is I want to be very pretty, and I want it to look nice, and I wanted if you're gonna come here and have your Sims get married, I feel like this spot's very pretty. I put a table in for the cake, as well as you can take photos of your Sims in the gardens. Maybe if you really want, you can have them take wedding photos by the basketball court. I don't know, but there's a lot of pretty space here. So I am pretty happy with how this build came out. You can download it off the gallery. I think the picture of it on the gallery is backwards. I forget if it's this one or just the Desert Bloom or Desert Blossom, whatever the Oasis Spring one is called. But I did try to make my best to make it very lush and very pretty. So if you want to get married here, there's a lot of great photos you can take of your Sims, as well as there's also so much to do here. Like I said, there's so many activities, things to do to have fun. So if you come here, you could definitely make like a day trip out of it for your Sims. So pretty happy about that. But yeah, I'm gonna be cutting out soon, because like I said, I cut out all the rest of the landscaping and putting things down. So make sure to check out the images at the end here, and if you like what you see, download it off the gallery. Make sure to check out some of my other content as well, and also check me out on the gallery. I have so many builds on there that are not on here yet, or just I didn't record building them. So I'll see you in the next one, and make sure to check out my content. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.